Alright guys, I'm coming back at you with another video on another project. On today's episode we've got a 1953 Ford, I think Crown Victoria. I'm not sure what these older ones are called. But it was extremely cheap for what it is. It was 500 bucks. So I'm going to do a quick walk around video of it and show everything about it, and you know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it and figure out, you know, what's what, but we're gonna try and make it run and do all that good stuff. But I'll go ahead and get a quick walk around video of it, talking about it and all that. Alright, so I'm gonna do a walk around video of this thing and show you everything about it that I've noticed. I mean, it's 500 bucks, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot as of right now. I've got the battery charger on it, trying to see if that battery will charge up at all. It is from 2019, so, and it is a 6-volt battery. It may charge up. I had to hit it with 12 volts just to get it to try and take anything, but as you can see, it's got a flathead V8 in it. The story behind it is it had been sitting for 7 months, and he said it needed a generator, but you could push start it. So my guess is maybe it needs an actual starter, not just the generator itself. But it's, I mean, for 500 bucks, it's relatively clean. I mean, there's $500 in parts alone here. But I'll show the better side, then I'll get to the worst side. This side right here is the better side, which is not saying a whole lot, but again, rockers are pretty solid on this side. Windows cracked. Doors open fantastic. The door panels are not the best shape. Again, rockers are good shape. Seat, not the worst, not the best. And again, like right there, it's not rot or nothing like that. Got the VIN plate, all that, and it does have a clean Florida title. Roof's got surface rust, but again, not bad. 39,000 original miles. I'm sure that's original. Guys, look at this too. We've got original keys for it. And they do work. Air, you know, your pull down air. Good old brights, horn. I mean, shoot, things even got a radio in it. Some aftermarket gauges. It's heat and stuff like that. I'm sure it works great. But the best part about it is good old 3 on the tree. And it all works smooth. Just crazy. We've even got the original oil bath air cleaner. Floors look somewhat decent. Definitely somewhat solid. It's not bad. Again, for 500 bucks, it's really hard to complain about that. Doors shut nice and solid. Here's some of the, there is some rocker rust there. Around here. Door probably needs a little bit of lube. Pretty decent shape. Back window trim and all that's there. Back bumper even has a hitch on it. Stand up for America, be American. Said looks like the trunk latch was drilled out at some point. It opens up, a little bit of rot there. Haven't really looked a whole lot back here, then kind of quickly looked at it. I mean, again, it's 500 bucks, can't really complain. You can see a little bit of daylight on this side, and then on this side you definitely got some daylight. I'm sure a lot of people know what these are, the death jacks. I'm positive that isn't the original spare, because I don't think they came like that, but maybe it is. But the floor and stuff's solid. I mean, all the wiring is there and all clean and everything like that. It isn't like, it honestly isn't nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, you think a $500 car, he said it was a rust bucket, so. Oh, old Ford tip. I don't know about this hitch. Yeah, I don't trust that hitch a whole lot. It's just kind of mounted to the bumper and it's very flexible. You can see there's some right there. Let me quickly show. I know it's a four-door, but tail lights, just the rear of these cars, just, I don't know. Old school cars were definitely a lot better. So you got some rust there, nice custom body lines. Back doors weren't used a whole lot. It's not bad. Back seat and all that. Again, this is the more rougher side. Again, not bad at all. I think I've tried to get the glove box open, but I don't know, maybe I gotta get something back there and pry it or something. I don't know. Again, this is normally rusted, and it's not. What is that? But the windows seem to work and all that. This was definitely Bondo at one time. Oh yeah, just a nice thick piece of Bondo. That's fine, that can all be replaced. I think we've got 3 out of the 4 center caps, which is good. But we're gonna see if we can make it run, drive, and I'll probably just make it a driver for a bit. I mean, I'd like to do other things with it, but as of right now, I'll probably just make a driver out of it and see what's what. But yep, I'll try and get a video back of trying to make it run and see what happens, but I may have to end up going and buying a battery because this the 6-volt battery has not been happy so far. But we'll see. I'll let it sit on charge for a bit and see, come back to it and see how it goes. Hopefully we can get her running, driving, stuff like that, and maybe I can do some more videos on it. Maybe people want to see a 4-door in action. But I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I'm back out here on this pile again. I figured I'd give a quick little update on it. So far, what we've done is we swung the motor over by hand, and we didn't have a good 6-volt battery. This battery wouldn't charge up. As you can see, it's coming apart. So we decided to throw a 12-volt jump box on it, just to see if we can get the starter to spin over, because we figured, you know, from what I've seen, you can run 12 volts to the starter, and it'll be fine. Just don't run it off a 12-volt battery, and it won't charge it up or whatever. It could burn the electrics up. So far what we've done with it is the starter. We know the starter's not acting right, so probably gonna throw another starter on it and see what happens. But while it was sitting here doing pretty much nothing until I got to the starter, my dad added some just paint around the top of it just to kind of make it look a little better. And I also had my tint guys come out and just throw some tint on it, because honestly it looks a million times better with some tint to it. But one of these back tires also decided that it wanted to blow apart, so the original donut, which looks like maybe the original donut, actually surprisingly worked. So I'm going to see if we can get the 6-volt starter off there, see if we can clean it up and get this thing running. Hopefully it'll just clean it up, the starter will make it work again. But I'll see if I can get that on camera and go from there. Alright, I'm back out here on this thing again. As you can see, some things have changed since I last recorded. It is in fact running and driving now. Unfortunately, I had some issues with my recording, and I didn't unfortunately get the first drive or run or anything like that. Actually, I did get the first drive, I just didn't get the first start up. And I did get the first run of it, but I was able to catch the first run and the first drive, but not when it first fired up. But what we did was we pulled the starter out of it, cleaned it up, made sure it was good to go, put a good 6-volt battery in it, brand new one, and yeah, found some wheels that I kind of like. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. We'll see. Obviously we had some tint and stuff like that done to it just to make it look a little better. The old flathead's running great, sounds great. Needs the idle adjusted a little bit, maybe a good carb cleaning. I don't think the accelerator pump's working all that well. As you can see, it doesn't smoke or do anything like that, and it's actually super quiet. It's not real loud or nothing like that. But I'll go ahead and I'll play the clip of it getting its first drive and everything like that, and then get back to you. First run and the first drive.
Old Ford going down the road.
Alright, so after that, it's the first run, first drive, stuff like that. I found out all the lights and everything like that works. It does run and drive good. I mean, I'll take it down the road real quick and show you, how good it does and everything like that. But I mean, I think it says 39,000 miles on it. I was told that was original, but honestly, it definitely drives pretty nice. Let's see. Yep, 39,000 original miles. All your lights and all that stuff works. I mean, it's not in bad shape. It's definitely going to be a good cruiser. But everything seems to work on it. It rides pretty good, shifts pretty good. I'll get a video of it going down the road, and I'll yeah, show you how that goes. Alright, we're going to get a quick drive down the road. It's going to show you. It's got 2 temperature gauges and an oil gauge. All of it seems to work. The heat is on for some reason. I don't know why. Don't need that where we're at in Florida, but runs great, sounds great. Obviously 3 on the tree. Back and down is first. No power steering and no power brakes. This is old school. Nice rear view mirror. I'll see if I can drive it and get a video. And obviously out and forward and up is second. As you can see, she's not geared real high, but and that noise you're hearing back there is the that's them tires. These tires are pretty old on it. Those are tires that I threw on it from something else, so they're a little rough sounding, but you can see she's cruising down the road pretty good. Just a good old cruiser. I may end up pulling that carburetor off and rebuilding it because it seems like the accelerator's having some issues, but we'll see. Again, cruising down the road nice. Steering's got about a ½ mile play. Heck, I think, yeah, the horn even works. It's kind of hard to hear, but the horn works great. You can hear the annoying rattling trunk back there, but you get over it. Yep, goes down the road pretty good. I mean, it'll do 55, 60, which is more than these cars probably should have did, but yep. As you can see, it runs and drives fantastic. I'm had a nice trip a little down the road. Brakes feel great, shifted great, clutch feels great. Honestly, from here on out, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm honestly thinking about, because it rides so good, probably need to put some different tires on it because these tires are not all that well. And it's also got drum brakes still. But I think it's just going to be a good cruiser. Something to kind of just relax in. Obviously there's no power steering, no power brakes, nothing like that. Radio might work, might not. I don't think it does. It's got some aftermarket gauges on it. But yep, I think that'll do it for now on this video. I apologize for not getting the first start on it, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes stuff happens. I'll get it figured out eventually. But I appreciate everybody watching, appreciate everybody hanging out, appreciate everybody liking, subscribing, sharing, do what all you guys got to do. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.